So what's up movie marathon goers, this movie here is Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning. We watched this movie at the cinema. I'd say this movie is exactly what you want for your money and everything, as the movie is about 2.5 hours and the stunts made here is really superb. So the movie starts with Tom Cruise showing everything he can and actually making the story even better. There's a new villain that was digged from his past where he starts and saw his colleague getting killed by him, and the story says that he is already dead but showing in here like a ghost, because the new villain really in this movie is the dangers of AI. Yes, you heard it right, it's the danger of artificial intelligence where AI got the best of human and takes over for everything, where it calculated everything and time and all the possibilities that can be calculated, so watch the movie for sure.
Welcome back co-spoilers. Here we are again with another episode as we dive into the world of movies. Oh wait, here's a glimpse. Are you ready to jump on this movie and enjoy the things that doesn't matter?
Hey, Tom. Paramount here. Yes, the studio. Your mission, ought to you select to acknowledge it, is to FRMA and used summer establishment out of a 30-year-old TV appear, and have it for all intents and purposes progress with each continuation over 20 years. And so Tom voyage as Ethan Chase has halo jumped, rock climbed, motorcycle dueled, and confront mask revealed his way over handfuls of nations to disentangle all manner of world dangers within the mission, inconceivable motion pictures. He's had offer assistance along the way, including a cast of arrangement veterans, like Ving Rhames and Simon Pegg, and intermittent players like Jeremy Renner and Paula Patton. Chase hasn't had as well much offer assistance from the IMF, in spite of the fact that, considering how numerous times they think their star worker has gone rebel. Final summer, Tom Voyage was given credit for sparing the showy involvement with the broadly cherished top weapon, Maverick. One of our final genuine motion picture stars returns over a year afterward, as the blockbuster involvement appears to be blurring with high-budget Hollywood endeavors just like The Streak and Indiana Jones and the Dial of Fate, falling brief of desires. Can he be Hollywood's savior once more? I trust so, since Mission, Outlandish, Dead Reckoning Portion 1 may be a strangely great time. Once more, Chief Christopher McQuarrie, Journey, and their group have made a misleadingly straightforward thriller, a film that bounces great, awful, and in-between characters off each other for 163 minutes, and in fact brassy runtime for a film with Part 1 within the title that by one means or another doesn't feel long. A few of the overcooked exchange around the significance of this specific mission gets dreary, but at that point McQuarrie and his group will uncover a few stunningly conceived activity arrangement that produces all the spice peak passable. Hollywood is as of now addressing the exceptionally state of their industry. Take off it to Ethan Chase to acknowledge the mission. Whereas this arrangement basically rebooted in its fourth chapter, changing tone and fashion altogether, this seventh film exceptionally cleverly ties back to the 1996 Brian De Palma unique more than any other, nearly as on the off chance that it's uniting the two parts of the establishment. It's not an beginning story, but it does have the tenor of something just like the excellent Casino Royale, in how it unloads the exceptionally reason of a cherished character. Dead Figuring Portion 1 is almost Ethan Chase accommodating how he need to this point in his life. And McQuarrie and co-writer Eric Gendreesen narratively review De Palma's film over and over. And with its sweat-soaked, canted close-ups, Fraser Taggart cinematography needs you to keep in mind the primary movie, how Ethan Chase got to be in specialist and the cost he's been paying from the starting. It's not fair visual gestures. Dead Reckoning returns previous IMF chief Eugene Kittredge, Henry Czerny, to Ethan's life with a modern mission. Kittredge advises Chase that there's basically a rebel AI within the world that superpowers are fighting to control. The AI can be controlled with a key part into two parts. One of those parts is around to be sold on the Dark Showcase, and so Ethan and his team, including returning characters Luther, Ving Rhames, and Benji, Simon Pegg, have to not fair caught the key but perceive its reason. The key as it were things on the off chance that IMF can figure out where and how to utilize it. After a leave shootout that ushers Ilsa Faust, Rebecca Ferguson, back into the arrangement, the primary major set piece in Dead Figuring Portion 1 takes place within the Dubai Air Terminal, where Chase finds that there are other players in this surveillance chess diversion, counting a commonplace confront in Gabriel, Isai Spirits, a ethically degenerate hired fighter who is one of the reasons that Chase is an operator within the To Begin With put. Gabriel could be a chaos specialist, somebody who not as it were needs to observe the world burn but trusts the fire dispenses as much torment as conceivable. In numerous ways, Gabriel is the converse of Ethan, whose shortcoming has been his sympathy in individual connections. Gabriel has none of those, and he's basically working for the AI, attempting to get the key so no one can control it. At the air terminal, Ethan too crosses ways with a pickpocket named Grace, Haley Atwell, who gets stuck within the middle of all of this world-changing madness, alongside some specialists attempting to chase down the rebel Ethan and are played by a magnificently exasperated Shea Wiggum and Greg Tarzan Davis. A quiet assassin, memorably outlined by Palm Clementif, is moreover fundamental to many activity scenes. And Vanessa Kirby returns as the arms merchant White Dowager, and, well, on the off chance that the gathering incorporates a shortcoming, it's Kirby's kind of misplaced execution. She has never very been able to communicate, control player, in these movies as she ought to, but that doesn't matter since individuals aren't here for the White Widow's backstory. They need to see Tom Voyage run. The image most individuals relate with Mission Impossible is likely Mr. Voyage extending those legs and swinging those arms. He does that more than once here, but it seems just like the force of that picture was the aesthetic drive behind this whole film. Dead Reckoning Part 1 prioritizes movement, trains, cars, Ethan's legs. It's an action film that's around speed and criticalness, something that has been so misplaced within the period of CGI's lessened stakes. Runaway trains will continuously have more characteristic visceral control than waves of animated bad folks, and McQuarrie knows how to utilize it sparingly to create an activity film that both feels modern and old-fashioned at the same time. These movies don't over-rely on CGI, guaranteeing we know that it's truly Mr. Journey bouncing off that cruiser. When punches interface, bodies fly, and cars crash into each other, we feel it rather than fair inactively watching it. The activity here is so brilliantly choreographed that as it were, John Wick, Chapter 4, compares for the most excellent within the class this year. There's something intriguing specifically here, almost a movie star doing combating AI and questioning the reason of his work. Blockbusters have been cautionary tech stories for eras, but think around the meta-perspective of a spy motion picture in which the world might collapse in case the surveillance amusement is overtaken by a aware computer that stars an performing artist who has been at the center of contention with respect to his possessed deepfakes. There's moreover a positive edge to the plotting here that plays into the actor's age in that Ethan is constrained to reply questions around what things to him with respect to his exceptionally abnormal work, life adjust, a reflection of what an entertainer like Journey must confront as he comes to the conclusion of an activity motion picture road that's been much longer than anybody might have indeed.
Thanks for watching our video.
anticipated.
As we wrap things up, we want to say a big thank you for being a part of our awesome community. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on our future adventures. We appreciate all the likes, comments, and support you've given us. It's because of viewers like you that we're able to keep creating great content. So stay tuned for more exciting videos coming your way. Remember, you're the reason we do what we do. Without you, our channel wouldn't be the same. So, until next time, take care, stay awesome, and keep spreading the positivity. See you soon.